In today's video, we take an approach of the statement, LeBron carried bums to the NBA Finals. In this edition of this series, I'd like to discuss Big Z, Zydrunas Ilgauskas, the 20th overall pick in the 1996 draft, one of the prominent Cleveland Cavaliers in the history of the franchise. He played 13 seasons in the league, 12 seasons with Cleveland. He had a career average of 13 points a game, 7 rebounds a game, averaging about 3 offensive rebounds per game on 48% shooting, 31% from 3, and 78% free throw shooting. Not bad for a center. 2 All-Star selections, his most recent one in 2005. Career limited by some serious foot problems and experimental foot procedures in the attempt to extend his career. He played 81 games 2 times during his career, 82 games, all of them in a season 1 time, and he played 78 games 3 times. Take out his 3 injury-riddled seasons, he really was an Iron Man given his circumstances. In his prime, during his healthy seasons, he averaged 2 blocks a game, not really foul-prone, about 15 points a game on 10 to 12 shots per game. During the LeBron era, Big Z's game remained potent, remained consistent and impactful. His rebounding numbers increased, his free throw percentages increased, and in his last 2 seasons in Cleveland, he actually shot over 40% from the three-point arc. His game translated and evolved throughout different parts of his career. Namely, in 2007, his season averages included 12 points a game, 8 rebounds a game, and 1 block per game, on 10 shots per game, shooting 81% from the free throw line, 3 offensive rebounds per game. In the 2007 playoffs, his numbers actually improved, going from 12 points to 13 points, from 8 rebounds a game to 10 rebounds a game, and remaining potent defensively and shooting about 11 shots a game. Increasing his free throw percentage to 84% and averaging over 3 offensive rebounds per game on 50% shooting in the playoffs. In the NBA Finals, for whatever reason, could have been matchup, he shot the ball less, therefore he scored less. I think that's the Tim Duncan effect. Right? His shooting percentages were also down. It also explains why we see people like Sasha Pavlovich, Boobie Gibson, and Drew Gooden all shooting more attempts than Big Z. Specifically to discuss the NBA Finals in 2007, Tim Duncan was 4th in MVP voting that season, 3rd in Defensive Player of the Year voting. He was an All-NBA First-Team selection, an All-NBA Defensive First-Team selection, an All-Star Hall of Famer. He averaged about 20 points a game, 11 rebounds a game, 2.5 blocks, and a steal on 55% shooting, 14 attempts per game. In the 2007 playoffs, his averages increased, 22 points a game, 12 rebounds a game, 3 blocks a game with a steal per game, shooting 52% on 17 attempts per game. In the 2007 finals, his numbers lowered, averaging only 18 points a game, 12 rebounds, 2 blocks, and a steal, shooting percentage dropping by 7% and on 16 attempts per game. Tim Duncan previously won 3 NBA Finals MVPs, but not this one. This one went to Tony Parker. In those NBA Finals, the Cavs lost 2 games by 3 points and 1 point respectively, with one of those games being a blowout and the other one, I think, by 11 points. In Game 1 of those NBA Finals, LeBron James shot 4 of 16 from the field with 6 turnovers. In Game 2, he shot 9 of 21 from the field with 6 turnovers, 63% from the charity stripe. In Game 3, he shot 9 of 23 with 5 turnovers. In Game 4, he took 30 shots, made 10, had 6 turnovers, and shot 33% from the free throw line in a game where they lost by 1 point. So I want to address the statement that LeBron James carried bums to the finals. Big Z was one of the best players in this franchise's history, a consummate professional, an Iron Man who fought through injuries to get on the court and performed at a high level in an NBA that included Shaquille O'Neal, in an NBA that included Tim Duncan in his prime. Legitimate Hall of Fame centers who were some of the most impactful forces the league has ever seen. He was competitive. He was an all-star. He was excellent, an excellent player who actually evolved his game, had a reliable shot, including a 3-point shot threat towards the end of his career. He rebounded the ball well, he defended his position well, and on those LeBron teams, he did everything he could to make that team better. Big Z probably deserved more shots per game. He probably deserved more of an influence within the offensive game plan. But they gave all of those shot attempts to guys like LeBron. they went with that particular offensive approach. But Big Z was always ready to hit a shot, stretch the floor, and do what he had to do to slow down the other team's bigs, to rebound, anchor the defense, and do everything right. This was not a bum. Big Z was a really good player. He was only limited by injuries, and even through those injuries had a very productive NBA career. To imply that LeBron carried him to the NBA Finals and he was a bum would be absolute blasphemy and disrespect to how well this guy played during his career in the league. Unfortunately, the narratives continue. Quote unquote, LeBron carried bumps to the finals. Big Z was not a bum. Big Z was one of the best teammates that LeBron ever had. And he was part of the reason why LeBron got to the NBA Finals and kept them competitive in those NBA Finals by limiting the productivity of Tim Duncan. Let that sink in. Tim Duncan, who is, in my opinion, a top player of all time. You look at the all-defensive selections, the all-NBA selections, the championships, the NBA Finals MVPs, the impact he had on the league, for how long and how good he was. Big Z kept him below his playoff average and his season average. So to say that Big Z was carried and he was a bum would be inaccurate, false, and disrespectful. Another case where the narrative that LeBron carried bums to the NBA Finals is falsified, disproven, and blatantly wrong. LeBron didn't carry bums to the finals. His teams included elite defensive efforts from individual players and teams, incredible efforts by very, very good players, including Big Z. We need to celebrate Big Z, and we need to kill the statement that LeBron carried bums to the finals. Absolutely not.